Well,
So,
good.
So what bonuses you thinking of the corporate people that giving each other bonuses?
Yeah, really, that and too, the legislatures have a pretty good little package from what I hear.
Yeah.
I don't know, I've not had time to research that. I've been too busy voicing my opinion about the anti-teacher legislation that's going on. And so, it's really important for people to get out and voice their opinion, because there's just a lot of misinformation out there that people are believing.
Yep.
Even some of my close friends believe it to be the truth.
Well, the Cook brothers have a lot of money to put out a lot of misinformation.
Exactly. So, it's rough. I'm glad to see these people out here. But next Saturday, we're expecting at least 10,000 teachers from across the state.
Back here again?
Yes, with organized labor unions. They've joined in. So we've got a little more muscle.
So you're from where?
I'm from Lebanon.
Lebanon. What's your name?
Margaret Garrett. And I've taught for 36 years in Lebanon. And, I just hate to see things go back to the way it used to be, when teachers had no rights. You didn't have duty-free lunch. You didn't have a bathroom break. You didn't have planning. When I first started, I had 60 students in special education. I had to take my group to lunch with me and stand them on the wall while I went and got my lunch tray, take them back to the room, and my lunch would get cold while I worked with them. And I would take a bite every now and then as I walked around the room and monitored kindergarten through 6th grade all in one room. And, I never thought anything about, oh, people get to sit down and eat lunch? What's that? And, if you go to the bathroom, you take them with you and line them up outside of the hallway and say, don't move, I'll be right back. So, yeah, that's what it used to be. And if you didn't speak to the superintendent's wife, you might lose your job. If you didn't buy your car from the right dealer, you might get demoted or moved. So we don't need to go back to that. We need to keep our collective bargaining. We need to keep our rights.
Because we always had more jobs than we could do here. Okay, it's never been like that since. Never. It's never been like that since that time on. Forget that. Then you got Reagan that comes in there a little while after this. All right, he cuts all the regulations. Started off environmental regulations, all the restrictions on these corporations. They had a heyday. So what did we do to make up for it? We started working 2 jobs. So then they really had a heyday. But this is what went on with us. We started working 2 jobs to make up for the lack of the money that one person was bringing into the family. Our wives worked, and then we worked 2 jobs, and sometimes they worked 2 jobs. That's 4 jobs in that family. So they sat back and paid us the same money or less for what we were doing. There is no good factory paying jobs. During the Bush administration, we lost 57,000 factories in the United States. But on with this. Here's the point now. All right, we took in we had to lift the regulations on the corporations. They just went wild with this. And then it goes on through and on up, like I say. It's got to the point where you got this big man that makes billions of dollars a year. He can buy 1 doll for his little girl. We buy millions of dolls that we can't afford to buy. And that's what's wrong with our economy. They sit there and talk about this part and that part. Why don't you write a book? Well, that is the book in 3 minutes. That's it. We don't need another book. We need people to know why that's happened to us through time. And if you lived through that time, you would see it. And the reason we haven't got a lot of young people here is because they can't remember how it was before the Reagan administration. They couldn't remember when Johnny Paycheck take that job and shove it. Now he'd be singing, "Give me back my job!" This is what's going on. I mean, I'm not smart.
No.
And I got this, you know what I'm saying?
Neither am I.
So, we just need to do it.
I respect it.
And all these people here, I believe we're going to help do it, And this is not just the Republicans' problem. It's in the Democratic Party, too.
Yeah.
I mean, so we're just going to, as a people, who's going to look out for you is you. And we're going to have to look out for each other. And it's going to really take us all to do this, Republicans and Democrats, because it's such a widespread thing, you know what I'm saying? It's going to take every person in this country to get this thing going. And that's my belief. Let's all come together. Because once you get out of love for each other, you kind of miss this boat anyway.
Yes.
Sir. Yeah, I'm glad you're here, man.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that.
Well, thanks.
Thanks for talking about that. Good stuff.
Well, I got some more rants.
So we're here solidarity with those in Wisconsin, and with those here. So I know most of you probably know that they're trying to take away collective bargaining rights in Wisconsin. They don't want teachers and the unions to be able to get their word out. They don't want them to be able to stand together, because then, they might actually be able to get paid a decent wage, and God forbid that. But they're actually trying to do that here too. So there's a bill in the Tennessee legislature right now. Take away collective bargaining rights. How do we feel about that? Exactly. So what we're here to do today is to show the government that we're not going to take this standing down. That this is democracy. This is us standing together to say our voices are louder than so I just wanted to introduce it, and let's keep the message positive. Let's keep it peaceful. Remember that as long as we're positive, then they can't paint us in a negative light. So we are the positive side. We've got the right on our side. So and don't ever forget that. So we are standing in solidarity, and kind of one thing I wanted to start us out with is just the Pledge of Allegiance, kind of reminding us and hopefully reminding the people behind us of their responsibility and obligations to us. So, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so with that, I'm going to hand it over to my friend Jeannie Alexander, who's going to come up and tell us some of the really disturbing statistics and facts of really what's going on.